Well, we've got a berth in Kettering. We're going to stay here for the Wooden Boat Festival. Gee, it's wet today. I hope it clears up a little bit before the festival starts. Well, we don't wear skimpy bikinis. Hell, it frightens me when I take my shirt off. There's definitely no one pregnant here. This is motor sailing for old dudes. We do live on a boat, and we do cruise extensively along the Australian coast. Join us and visit some great destinations. Learn how to look after a boat and live off grid. It might even get you enthused to do the same thing. Hey, stay out there till you can't. Well, that's better. Kettering's a little bit away from Hobart, about 40 minutes by car. So we've hired one, and hey, we might even do the tourist thing while we're waiting for the festival to start. So this is our wheels, a little Kia. We've hired this for a month, and we're going to have a look around by car. Any maps? So, having trouble getting a map of Tassie?
Yeah. I can't find one anywhere. I didn't buy one.
While we're in Kettering, I'm getting the cover for the barbecue remade. I've got about 12 years out of the old one, so it's pretty good. And I found a guy called Craig Fox in Huntington, I think it's called. It's near Kingston. And we're just heading there to pick it up. He was really good to deal with. Dropped it off yesterday, finished today. Fantastic. So this is Craig in, what's it, Huntingfield? Huntingfield, near Kingston.
Yes.
Okay, not very far from the marina at Kettering. And Craig does all sorts of sail work, trimming, anything like that. So he's the man to see, and great service. I dropped the part in here yesterday. It's finished today, so 1 day turnover. So that's pretty good. I guess it's not all the time like that.
We tried.
So here's the finished product. Did a real good job, Craig. Just covers the barbecue and the sink, and a few new press studs. Very neat. Just keeps all that covered up and out of the sun. Well, happy Australia Day, dudes. There's a few boats just heading out of Kettering across the Dontracosta Channel and over to the duck pond. We're going over there for a barbie. We're going to throw a few snags on the barbie and celebrate living in this fantastic country we live in. Pretty sheltered little anchorage. Gonna take a little bit of each, I think, this one. I've had a lot of people come up and say hi while I've been in Kettering. They all watch my videos, and I suppose that Tasmania has a very high percentage of motor sailors. There's a lot of motor sailors in the marina here, and I guess it's probably because of the climate. It makes a bit of sense getting in out of the weather. There's even a couple of lovely Fisher 32s, a boat that I thought very seriously about building when I was a fair bit younger. Even yachts here have some sort of a shed built onto them to keep the crew out of the weather. Well, I've been to my induction for the Wooden Boat Festival. I've got my red shirt, great colour for me. My lanyard and identification. And my Wooden Boat Festival hat. So we're ready to tie up a few boats. Festival ready?
Not ready, but
Looks beautiful. In this light, just looks fantastic, eh? This is a boat I've known for probably about 25 years. I'm not sure if Richard still owns it. Looks like it's been in a little bit of disrepair, and it's been brought back to new life again. And it's high. Beautiful little coal moulded, triple diagonal Kew and Pine sailing boat. I think more wooden boats than I've ever seen in one place in any marina, and they'll all be getting ready to go round to the Wooden Boat Festival. So we're doing the touristy thing today up to Mount Wellington. Or was it Mount Nelson? Where are we, Wom?
Mount Nelson.
Mount Nelson, is it? Okay. So this is how communication used to be done to Port Arthur and other places. Lots of action on the dock today. After weeks of work with scrapers and paintbrushes, all the crews on these little boats are ready to head round to Hobart for the Wooden Boat Festival. You going, boys?
Good, thanks.
Have a good trip around.
Good. You take it.
I've come down to Tassie really because the Wooden Boat Festival enticed me down here. It's a fantastic festival. This is the third one I've done and I just love it. Another day at the Wooden Boat Festival in Hobart, and back to winter again. It's pretty cold this morning, a bit of rain, not really good for the festival, but anyway, I'm just having a bit of a wander around this morning, looking at all the old timber boats and a bit of the craft work going on, and this afternoon back on the dock helping them tie up boats. Fantastic festival and something to have a look at. If you're ever down in Tassie, every second year. Wendy's friend Irina flies in from Melbourne to stay with us for the festival, and the girls tour around the island having lots of fun. And then... So what are you doing tomorrow, Wombi?
It's time for my grandy's birthday, first birthday for Ezra. Going home.
Stuff for servicing. Windy's gone and it's time to do a few jobs on the boat. I need to service the raw water pumps and I'll do a complete video on this. Just tap the link in the corner if you're interested. I also have to clean the terminals on the anchor windlass foot switch. I'll do a video on this as well. It's been a great stay at the marina at Kettering. There's everything here that the boatie could want. There's a chandlery and a sail loft. There's a hard stand that can handle quite a few boats and a couple of sheds. In one of these you'll even find an oil dump. There's diesel and unleaded petrol on the pontoon and a 50-tonne travel lift. After a hard day working on the boat, there's a good restaurant right on the marina and the meals at the local pub are top class. There's even a little convenience store across the road at the United fuel stop with a mini mart and a post office. Well, after a month in the marina, it's good to be out on the pick again. I just brought the boat across Dontecosto Channel to Barnes Bay, and we've anchored up under a little headland here, and I'm going to spend the night here. The idea is just to give the boat a run, wash the anti-foul off a bit. We're starting to get a little bit of moss growing on it from being in the marina for a month. But look, the water pumps are fixed. It took a little while longer than I thought, but they're fixed. They seem to be running all right. So now I'm looking at starting to head north again. I've tossed up whether I keep on going and try and get right round Tassie, but it's a big ask, especially on my own, to do the west coast. And it takes you, the further west you go, the further back you've got to go to head up the east coast, of course. So I think what I'm going to do now, I'm going to head back to Kettering in the morning. So from here, what we're going to do is just start slowly making our way up the east coast of Tassie. I'll visit some places I didn't visit on the way down. We'll pop into Tribunna and maybe Coles Bay and have a look at that, and probably Wineglass on the way up as well. They're lovely spots. And look, I've really enjoyed my time in Tassie. It's a fantastic destination. The scenery here is spectacular. It's a lot different than the rest of our coast. The people here are fantastic. They're just so friendly, and you know, can't do enough to help you really. And the pace of life is a lot slower than on the mainland. It's just a bit more laid back. Tasmania's like a country town really. The whole state is like a big country town, and I just love it here. Unfortunately, it is starting to get colder, and I don't do the cold very well. So I'm looking forward to getting back to the warmer climate. But I've had a great stay here. It's been fantastic. I've met lots of new friends, and I guess we'll be down for the next Wooden Boat Festival in 2 years. Maybe we'll fly, I don't know, we'll just see. Maybe we'll drive Wombi's van down, but I'll definitely do the next one, because the Wooden Boat Festival is just a fantastic venue to visit. It was really great this year. So anyway, a little bit of a tear in my eye to be leaving Tassie, but probably a little bit happy to be heading up where it's a little bit warmer. I've actually got the diesel heater going on the boat tonight. I think it's going to get down to 6 degrees. Anyway, let's find some new destinations on the way north.